Hey guys, how are you? I know this time I've been gone for more than a minute, and I'm not saying that in pun or trying to be funny. I've been dealing with some personal issues, and I just thought I would just jump right in and bring what I have for all of you. Thank you for coming back. Welcome to those that are new. I've been stagnant as far as to recording videos, but I have not been not creating. And I've been in this painting mode, but I'm still working on books. And for today, I just wanted to bring you what I've been painting, basically. So I did buy one of those Dina Wakley journals. I wanted to give it a try. And without further ado, I'm just going to jump right in. Weather's beautiful. Windows are open. I'm so glad the fall is upon us. And this, I was inspired by Denise Love. Thought I'd give one a try. I pretty much like the way she does her videos, her calmness, her joy in what she creates, and I thought I'd give it a go. So this book I'm using just for painting, and I also have this scrapbook that I found thrifting. I've also been painting in that, and other books I've been painting in also. But let's get this moving. And here I did one of those, the bad thing is when you try to recall things and you can't recall, they're called swatches, I guess. I'm not sure if that's what it's called, with the different colors, experimenting and then using that in the painting to see what I came up with. I started with the background, which I really loved, and as I kept going, I thought, oop, I botched it up, added too much. I really didn't want to add that much, but I just went off, and that's that one. So I'm just going to go through this and not explain too much as far as to what it says. I just want you to get an idea of what I've been busy doing. I've been also organizing some stuff, doing this, doing that, and as usual, taking my time, having fun, enjoying what I do. Acrylics are my favorites. I do watercolors, but I really enjoy acrylics. And I just added this wax paper there so the paint would not adhere to this side, which I think it won't, but I guess I just want to protect it. These are from Black and White Clip Art on Yahoo. I managed to look at the clip art and then draw the actual picture. Book page, gel pens, Tombow, stamps, acrylics, all kinds of goodies. And as time goes on, I see that the more I get into what I'm creating, the more elaborate it becomes, but it's not always necessary to be. Well, it's not always necessary for me to create that way, but sometimes I can really get into this stuff. I love it. So as you can see, very vivid colors, and I use all kinds of acrylics, brands. I'm using the Tombow color. They're not color, they're paint pens. I'm also using, what are these called? Master's Touch and other paint pencils. So I'm pretty much using whatever I have on hand. I'm not going crazy buying everything, but I'm enjoying it. And I will do something with you guys in several of these books besides sharing my my finished June and on book that I created, the one that I'm working on now, which will probably last several months also. Also clip art. Black and white clip art is what I use sometimes to create my pictures. But what I create is always going to reflect who I am as a believer in Christ. So if this channel is not for you, I'm sure you'll find what you feel comfortable with, but that's what I'm bringing to the table. I'm not going to say that everything that I do, I'm going to say something about the word, but it all reflects who I am. Also clip art. That's the one thing I was always good at. It's looking at a picture and being able to replicate it. But I will always say where I got it if it was from another source. I do not like to steal anybody's work. And this is just me letting go with mixed media, using different kinds of papers, collaging in the background. Glitter paints, I still have some of those they call? Mondo Llama acrylics from Target. I use all these different types of acrylic paints, whether it's Anita's or Apple Barrel, or there's more there. And calendar piece, stamps, caps to make my circles, scribbly lines, all kinds of goodies. Oh, this is one of my favorite. I thought, could I possibly create my own garden on this? And here it is. I started with one flower and just proceeded to create the others. And this is watercolor. Some of them are from clip art and some of my own. So I'm in love with this. I could probably go to, what is it, Staples or Office Max and recreate this on paper and use it in my own books. I love it. I could probably even put it on Etsy to sell if I were to have an Etsy. So I'm thinking about it. We'll see. Here's the little birdie singing on a tree, watercolor. And this is really funny, what I'm going to say about this. At my church, one of the ladies there was wearing this beautiful skirt, black skirt, with these beautiful red flowers. I could not possibly recreate the beauty of her skirt, but I decided to come home and recreate something that had to do with the color on the skirt, and this is what I got. You find inspiration everywhere and anywhere. Okay, these were my own. I didn't copy these off of clip art. And just having fun with what you do. And that's what I want to bring. Nothing else. Fun, inspiration, things that I've learned that I could bring that you might want to incorporate in something you might want to do. Here I've started to actually look at videos on YouTube on drawing faces. I've done it before on my own, but this time I really worked hard on the eyes and got the effect I wanted. And eventually I'll paint her and I'll do something over here, but this I have it on hold because I'm not sure yet where I'm going to go with her. Here's another one. This is not clip art. Flowers, I've been doing them forever. And this is a tree called a flamboyant in my country. They call it a flamboyant here, but it just does not describe what the tree is. It's beautiful. They grow huge. All these beautiful red flowers. They're in different colors. They have yellow. I was told that blue existed, but I've never seen one. And they have these long pods that hang on the trees. I've yet to put the pods on there. Thinking of putting little houses, like old-fashioned houses in this area, but I'm not sure yet. So this is still work in progress. My grandmother had a really big one in front of her house. All over her house. She passed away a long time ago. House has been sold. Looks so different. But that's a reminder of her. This, I don't know where I was going with this. It looks Christmassy to me. That's not what I wanted, but that's what I created. This is clip art. I loved it. The flowers I did on my own. These are I did these on my own. I take walks, so I'm looking at taking pictures of flowers and all kinds of stuff on my walks. When I walk, I'm sorry, I haven't walked in a very long time. That's one of the reasons I have not been on, dealing with some physical issues. It's not a death sentence, so I move on in strength and the Lord's strength to do what I need to do. So these are my flowers. This one is just a torn flower, missing the petals at the bottom. I'm going to write something on it. I'm not going to outline it because I like the way that it looks. Everything doesn't have to be outlined. Okay, this is clip art. Of course, it doesn't look the same as it does on clip art and the black and white clip art, but this is actually a still life. I have a fake apple on my dining room table, put it in front of me, and just led myself into drawing it by looking at the apple so that I know that I can do still lifes. As far as to creating something out of my mind, it has to be basic and simple. I can look at something complicated and it just, I don't know. Maybe with practice. I used to do when I was younger, but here's another one. Practice facial. I'm not too thrilled about it, but she works. This was also clip art, but I have a clock like that behind my desk. in the living room, and I like it a lot. So I thought, let me recreate one of those. Happy little guy. And I really like this a lot. But my garden, that's one of my favorite. The blue flowers in the beginning is one of my favorite. And this here is a flower pot that's at my doctor's office. And I have a picture of a saying that they had in the office that I'm going to put down here. I've yet to put it there. But it's in the window, and I decided to recreate it. I looked at the picture, and based on the picture, I drew what I could from it. It's not exactly the same. No way the same, but made it my own. Tweaked it a little bit. This is another one that started as daisies, and I just went off on the page and recreated something different. Determined, blessing, authentic, gracious, inspire. If that's anything that I want to do, is to inspire someone else to believe in themselves, that they can go on and just keep going. Okay, I started this one, Footprints on the Sand. And these feet, I happened to see an artist who drew the feet from the beginning, which was the outline, then the legs and the toes. And I thought, let me see if I can do this. So this is not mine. This is inspired by that person, even though these do not look exactly the same. So these are the waves, and I'm going to put sand in there. I don't know what else I'm going to put in there, but that's one that's in process. And this is all with pencil, colored pencils. And I think I used paint pencils, which I shouldn't have, so I cannot get this wet for anything, but there's that. So I am really having fun with the painting. Still working in my books though, never stop working in my junk journals. And I have several that are in process, so I feel I'm in a good place right now to continue what I started. So this is clip art. No, it's not clip art. I got this out of a poem book. I don't know if anyone remembers the little salesian, I think it's called, pamphlets with the poems in it. So I have a huge book that I thrifted. I remember my grandmother used to have some of those when I was younger. I even have a clip of one of the books she used to have. So I have a huge book. And that's where I got the, she doesn't look the same. No, maybe someday I'll show you what it is. She doesn't look the same. So I added my own touch. Rainfall, one of my favorites. So I'm moving on. I have some that are already drawn in the book. This is from, I always call it Moscato, but it's not Moscato. It's an African magazine that we get about this thick. So there was a lion picture. I pulled it out and thought, let me give it a go and see. He looks nothing like the lion in the magazine, but I think I like what I got. It's just pencils. And this one is a door that's unfinished. And as you can see, I still have pages left over that I'm going to work on. And what I'm planning to do with this is going to be a memory book for my granddaughters. I actually have another one. It was a 2-pack, which I thought was smaller books, but ended up being this huge, but that's okay. Sometimes bigger is better. And let's see, I have nothing in the front of that. Like I said, this was they're fine. And no, I don't have dementia. I have the birds here that I wanted to recreate that cardinal. So I started off with this, and what I did was I put gesso down before I painted. And these are watercolors. And my stuff is not perfect, and that's okay. I don't expect perfect anything. Even artists are growing every single day in their paintings and drawings, and so I'm all about just being simple, sitting down, creating, and just having fun with it. That's it. I like this one too. And it's just, I sit down and a lot of times I don't have a plan about what I'm going to do, but I manage to find inspiration. And a lot of you out there, thank you. A lot of you out there that are showing us, or showing everyone, better said, because I know that we look at videos that we probably don't even credit. We don't give credit to the people who inspired us to do it. But there are a lot of amazing people out there. And I have people on Facebook that I simply love their technique. I'm not trying to recreate what they do, but they always bring something that does inspire you to create something. This was in the Falkland, when we visited the Falkland Islands, we saw the Magellan penguins. Oh my God, it was the most beautiful scene I've ever seen in my life. A lot of them. So I decided, I have a picture, and as you can see, I botched up on the feet, but that's where I'm going with that. And here is the cardinal that I'm recreating from the magazine picture. Not exactly the same, but it works. Maybe mine looks more realistic than the cartoony one. So I have that to finish, and I will show you what I'm working on. Put a picture up on Instagram. So if you'd like to go to my Instagram, it's PCNY Junkie Miss Nan. And this material, I got it in Puerto Rico when I went on vacation. And this is what it looks like on the inside. I've yet to fill it up. I found this material thrifting at Goodwill. And actually, I do have what I'm going to add on the inside. And as you can see, it's just the beginning of the book. Those were placemats from Portugal. I still have 3, so I don't know if I'm going to cover the inside with the same thing. It might be paper, because I might want to use the other one for something else. But that's the inside. Papers I've chosen to add to it. And this one here, I made this a long time ago, but what I'm doing is I'm recreating the book. So I'm working on the inside. So I have been busy with a lot of things, and I purchased, like I said, more of these. These are the watercolor Mo something. Okay, I did forget what they're called. Let me see. No, it's not written on there, but they're on Amazon. So I started the first one, and this is where I went. And this is what I'm going to do. I'm just going to paint in these. These are not going to be related to any junk journal thing. These are just going to be pictures that I'm painting. Whatever I fancy. So that's that one. This is a song I sang to my eldest when he was a baby. And I just finished this one yesterday. Just having fun. When I purchased it, I didn't know that you can pull the pages out. I'm hoping none of them fall out, but I'm going to be working with those 2. And I've been thrifting things, papers. I don't know where these came from, but no, these were thrifting, as you can see. It's right there. I saw it and I thought, I don't know what they are, but I'm going to use them. So here and there, just gathering. Trying to work on more stuff. I have this one here that I'm going to make. I don't know if this is one of the ones I ordered on eBay or not. And then there's this one, which I love and just thought about using it for Christmas. My favorite are the Reader's Digest. And there's this one. This is huge. It's a medical book. That one is pretty wide. And then I did thrift paper that's about that wide, and I mean that long and that wide, so I'll have paper to add in there. And what else? I have been busy. I've just been quiet, my friends, but I'm back. I have also been purchasing books that I want to tear apart because of the lively pages in it, and I can be inspired to draw something that Julie Paskins. These are animal poems, so cute. Find inspiration anywhere. I thrifted this one, which I don't know if I'm actually gonna learn any type of calligraphy, but I can use it for a book. This is The First Day of Winter, and it imitates the 12 Days of Christmas. It's so cute. I don't know if to tear it up or give it to my granddaughters. We'll see. My friends, that is the first of more videos to come. And like I said, thank you to those who have been with me all the time I was on. I'm back. I will bring more stuff. Tomorrow I'm going to be busy working on something too, and I'll bring you that. And thank you. Many blessings, and see you soon. I hope so. Have a good one. Bye.